Alright guys, as you can see on the bed here, I've got a couple bags. We're going to be opening up these bags. I packed these in about 2013, so it's been almost 3 years since I packed these. And I was at REI today. I noticed some things about the packaged food is now lasting 10, 12 years, the date on them. So I want to look through my food, make sure all the dates are good, and I want to just look through everything and see what's in there, give you guys some suggestions on bug out bags, and maybe you guys can give me some suggestions too. So I'm going to unpack these both, and I'll repack them after this video because I want to reorganize and see what's in there. But I'm going to unpack them both. I have my Osprey, this is a Kestrel 48 bag, really nice backpacking bag here. We'll start with this, I guess, and then I also have this duffel bag, which I'll find the brand when we get to this bag. It's a really nice duffel bag there with lots of spaces in it. Next to the bed here I have a couple other things. I have a pair of socks, wool socks, that I want to throw in there. And then I have one more of these. It's a different company, different brand, but these are packable backpacks. Little, like, I think they're like 20, 30 liters, something like that. And this will actually pack down into one of its pockets to the size of almost nothing, smaller than like a 12-ounce can. And it's good to have extra backpacks with you because these little packable ones are nice, because if you're out there somewhere and you need to carry stuff, you know, you might not carry this big duffel bag everywhere. This is to throw in the car. But let's say you got to ditch your car, you're not going to want to carry this huge duffel bag long distances. So it's nice to have a couple packable backpacks that you can throw the essentials into and have a couple people carry extra stuff. Let's say you're with 2 or 3 people. I got my one backpack, but somebody else could carry the other ones. So having a little extra packable backpack, I'll show you the one that's packed up in here, how small it is. It's nice to have a little extra in case, you know, someone else needs to carry some stuff for you. We'll start with the outside of the bag. I just got some stuff clipped on. I got a knife sharpener. This is a compass and some paracord. We have a little light. Have another compass, better one. And then this is a little fire striker. So you can, I'm not going to do it on my bed here, but little flint and a fire striker there. So I just have those hanging off, and then I also have just some bug repellent. It's good to have some bug repellent. Sorry if I didn't show all this stuff on camera very well. And then just a knife on the outside of the bag there. So just a couple things hanging off there. Let's go through the outside here first if there's anything. Looks like I haven't used that pocket or this pocket in the hood yet at all, so I've actually got a little bit of extra space there. I guess before we go inside, I'll pull the stuff out of the side here, and I have a little water container, probably about a 1 liter, maybe 2 liter water container. Actually there's 2 of them here. These are just water filters. It's very important to have water filters. I have more in these bags too. These are just cheap little quick ones to use. And you can have those, and you can also have the tabs that will purify water. So it's good to have some water purifiers. We'll get more of those. And one more thing it looks like is on the outside of the bags here, another Platypus. I think these are 2 liter. Oh, these are 1 liter. So just more water containers. You're going to need to be able to carry water. Alright, looks like that was the outside of the bag. Let's go ahead and start getting into the inside here. If I can get this thing to open. How does this work? It really closes well. This should just pull up, but it's not wanting to for me. Oh, there we go. Very easy when you do it correctly. Alright, so let's start getting into this bag here. In this top pack, I'll open it up real quick to show you guys. It's kind of like my little power center. I have this in here is a little solar charger. This is the Suntactics Model 5, I believe. And you know, you can charge up things like walkie-talkies. I think I have some of those in my bags. Or charge up just like a backup power bank. I believe I have a backup power bank in here as well, just like one of these USB things. So you always have some power if you need to charge something that you can charge off USB. And then in here I've also got a battery charger, which will charge double or triple A's, I believe. And yeah, double or triple. And then I have a bunch of rechargeable batteries in there, and then a couple little pen lights. So just this one's a nice stream light. I'm not sure if this, yeah, they're both stream lights. They're nice little pen lights. So just some batteries and stuff. These are extra stuff you don't necessarily need, but it's nice to have, you know, some power if you need it for something. So kind of like a little power bag there. I can have batteries. Those batteries that charge with USB, so I can charge the double A's and triple A's off of my solar. So it's just nice to have the power. Probably not an essential for surviving, but a nice thing to have. Keep going through here. Looks like we're getting into the food here. Let me just check the dates. Best if used by 2018. So they still have a couple years left, but I have a lot of food. I'm just going to start throwing my food over here. I saw an REI today. I went there. Lots of the food now on the backs, it's saying like 2027, like 11 plus years from now. So I'm going to be going through and actually taste testing and eating some of these in another video and letting you guys know which ones I think are good, and then I'll also be able to buy the ones that I like to replace, because lots of mine are expiring in about 2 years, which, you know, still has some time left, but if I can get new ones that say expire in 2027, I don't have to worry about it for a long time. Here we have some just energy kind of bars. I think it's called Soldier Fuel. Just like 9 or 10 bars in there. Very important to have food, especially until you can set up a camp somewhere and find, you know, fish and hunt. Let's see if I can get through all the food. Here's Datrex little compressed little little bars, energy bars, little food bars. Just a lot of little food items, and it looks like that's all that's in that main pocket. There is more underneath we can get into from the bottom. And let's check the side pockets here quick. Gorilla Tape. Gorilla Tape is awesome. Instead of duct tape, I'd recommend Gorilla Tape. It's the same stuff, but it's super strong. 3-pack of toilet paper. Good to have. Let's see. This is repair tape, so you can repair a tent, repair a bag, something like that. Here is, I believe this is it. Yes, I believe so. This is the other backpack. That's how small it is. It's tiny. This backpack in here gets as big as this. They're about 20 liters each. It's a different brand. But I really don't want to take it fully out because it's kind of a pain to get back in there. But basically they're just little backpacks, and you can have someone else carry stuff, and all you have to bring is this really light thing. So these backpacks are good. I'm going to keep them in one of the 2 bags. This is probably no good anymore. Dasani drops. It's just flavored water. But these things usually have a date that's expired, so I'll probably get a new one of these or figure out what to do there. And I just drop that on the ground. Little first aid kit. And this is a little emergency bivvy. So it's a little like sleeping baggy type thing, but it's just an emergency bivvy. This is just a towel. Sea to Summit little, I believe it's microfiber micro towel. Have some wilderness wash. Wash yourself, wash clothes, wash whatever, and it's good for it's not bad for the environment. Looks like we have a couple more bug sprays in here. I hate bugs when I go camping, so one of them's natural, one of them has DEET, you know. And then it looks like have some cord and have some moleskin for blisters. And then a ton of plastic bags. And, you know, I also have some mylar in here, mylar blankets, some mylar blankets. But a ton of plastic bags. You can always use these. You can hold water, food. You can, you know, keep something dry that needs to be dry, like a walkie-talkie or whatever you have with you. Good to have some plastic bags. And then just have a mosquito net for your head there. Alright, let's go to the other side. This is going to be a lot for me to put back, but it's good that I'm going through it because I want to just see everything that's in here myself. So in here, Life Straw. If you guys have not heard of Life Straws, this is a really good water filter. You know, these little guys here, it says will do like 30 gallons. This one says, they've been getting better. I think this one says 20 gallons or something. Yeah, this one says 20 gallons. They're the same, but looks like they're the same brand. It looks like they upgraded to 30 gallons, and then this old one does 20. But these Life Straws, they're a little bigger, but they do something like 1,000 gallons, or 1,000 liters. So this one straw, you can go straight to a river, lake, pond, and drink directly from it through this straw. And you can get 1,000 liters of clean water. So, need water, otherwise you're going to die. So here we have some Aqua Tablets, another way to clean water. You could also boil water, of course. But little tablets to make water safe for you. Here we have a little cook set. This is a GSI Minimalist, and inside of here I have a fuel can. I have a micro pocket rocket, and then the piezo ignition, and then this is a little pan holder so you won't burn your hands when it's hot off a fire or something. So that's my little cook set. Could get about, I don't know, 10, 15 meals out of one of these canisters, and I got 2 of them. So they'll boil water 10, 15 times before the gas is gone at least. So all these meals just need water. So that would be for cooking the meals. Plus you can also just throw it near a fire. Make sure that you get one that is stainless steel. They make these in stainless steel, and they also make them in aluminum. The aluminum one is safe for these burners, but if you throw it in fire, you have a risk of melting. So they have a stainless steel version here. You can throw it directly in the fire and cook that way. Here's a little eating set in a plastic bag here. I got salt and pepper, I got a little knife, and then I got this couple sporks in here. This one came with my little cook set actually. It's just a little spork. But I really like this one. It's light by fire titanium spoon, fork, and there's a little knife on the side here too. It's not very sharp, but a little kind of knife thing there. Very lightweight, and I actually use one of these at home. I have a couple of these because it's just a nice little fork spoon all in one and real easy. Just throw those back in here. So that's just like my little utensils. Then we have lots of fire starting stuff. I'm not going to take everything out of this bag, but we have light my fire, wet fire, live fire. We have another striker. We have some waterproof matches, a couple stormproof matches. We got some tinder in here, kind of like little cottony things with wax on them, and they burn good for tinder. So this is like a little fire starting kit right here. And then we also have more fire starting little bricks here, which you can kind of shave off as much as you need or use a little piece of it. So lots of fire starting stuff, very important to be able to start fires. And then here is, in a bag on its own, just a little bit more portable aqua. So it's, I'm not sure if this is tabs, I think it's tabs. They're not really shaking around in there. It's not liquid, it's probably tablets in there. More water purifier. So that's what I got there. Now we got to go into the bottom of the bag. And in here we have, what was the name of these? Heller something. Helly Hansen brand. And these are just waterproof tops and bottoms. So I could throw these on over my pants I'm wearing now, even if it started raining and I didn't want to get soaked. Waterproof, 100% waterproof. This isn't like water resistant stuff. It's fully waterproof. So we have the pants, and then the coat, which I believe, yeah, the coat has a hood here which snaps out, so you can have a hood too. But it's just important to have fully waterproof gear. Then, love this thing, I bring this camping. This is the Climate Static V air pad. It's full body length, you just blow it up, doesn't take too long to blow up, and really awesome to sleep on. This isn't a requirement, you can sleep on the ground in a bug out situation, but if you can carry it, it's worth having something like this. Let's see what else. Another one, Climate. Climate's a great brand for these blow up things. This is the Climate Cush. You could use it as a pillow, you could use it as a little chair, but it's another little blow up thing. So that. Alright, here's a Cocoon travel pillow. Don't really need it, both of these, because they both serve as a pillow. But it's a pretty nice pillow. I use this when I go car camping and such. It's nice to have a little pillow. And it's the Cocoon Air Core travel pillow. It's a nice pillow. And then in here, I believe this is a silk liner. Yeah, you can get these silk liners. This one's Sea to Summit. And they'll raise the temperature rating of your sleeping bag by 10 degrees with one of these. So it's not that big, it's very lightweight, and if it's cold out, you throw this in your sleeping bag, and it's a silk liner, and it will keep you a little bit warmer. My sleeping bag attaches to the bottom of my bag with these lines, whatever you want to call these, and it's in my closet just hanging though, because it's really expensive, like 800 or 900 fill down. You're not supposed to keep it compressed all the time, so it's hanging in my closet. But in a bug out situation, I would strap that to the bottom. And then in here, I see a hat here. I'm not going to open these up because it's just going to, take a long time. But basically, this is winter gear. I have a hat, gloves, heavy socks. Actually, going to throw those socks that I had earlier probably in here. But it's just some kind of winter stuff that you would need, extra stuff. And then in here, I have some clothing, more like summer clothing. I have a couple shirts. Everything in here is wool too, so it's real good for summer as well as winter, and it dries and cleans easy. So I got some shirts. I got like a pair of basketball shorts in here as well. And then whatever pants I'm wearing when I bug out is what I'd have. I could bring another pair. But it's just some clothing. So I believe that's the whole bag there. So that's what I had in that bag. It was set up basically as a to-go bag. Has some food, has some fire, has some water, has all the cooking stuff. So that bag was pretty good on its own. But then I got this big duffel bag here as well. So let's look through this thing. I need to get the food out of here. I think what I'm going to do is leave a little bit of food in that bag that I just opened. But then I think instead of having this duffel full of food and everything it is, I think I'm going to have a separate bag for food then. Just to have all the food in one place, other than a little bit spread out. So let's go ahead and get into here. Another little light on here. Just good to have those around. I don't think anything's in there. This bag has so many pockets, it's awesome. If I can find the brand name as we go around, I will let you guys know. So poking out of here, you can see you got a fillet knife. Not required if you have just another good knife. You can fillet a fish with other knives. But it's nice to have a fillet knife. It just makes it a lot easier and faster and nicer to fillet a fish. So I have the knife sharpener as I showed. I probably have more in here than a fillet knife. Oh, this is where this little light is. I was looking for this thing. We have some CR2032 batteries. Looks like we have about 10, 15, 20 in there. And then this, I forget the brand name, but this thing is awesome. It's called Bright Medic, I think it's called. This is a little headlamp. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this on. Yeah, real easy. And has a little bit of directional here. And it's just a very ultra-light headlamp. So if you need a headlamp for something, walking around, whatever, it's really nice to have. Don't think I have batteries in it right now, just so they don't go bad, but I have packs of batteries here. That's empty. Let's see what's over here. See, I just got random stuff all over here. I just have a couple more of those soldier fuel bars. I wonder when the date on these is. I'm going to have to check all the dates and see if I need to, replace these things now that it's been a few years. A little bit more off. Alright, let's keep going through the outside pockets here. Nothing in that one. See, I still have more space to put more stuff even. In here I just have a pocket chainsaw. Let's see if this is... Actually, probably don't need the box. It's in here. And it looks like it came with a little striker as well, so it has a little fire starter too. And it is seriously just a little chainsaw. And you can cut down twigs and branches and such. You basically pull on each side and you got a little chainsaw. So I'll get that packed up after we're done with the video. I'm not going to waste time. Alright, let's see what's in here. Here we have combustible solid fuel tabs. So you can use these to cook with, start fires with, many uses, but you can use these to cook with. And then this is an Azimuth Stove. Look how tiny this thing is. You can use it with these cook tabs. You gotta be careful with this. If I remember, it's pretty sharp. But basically you put this thing together and it forms like a triangle. I'm not going to get it all together right now. And then you got this little thing for the bottom, and it's a little stove. So you can cook with those tabs and this little thing, and it's super small, super light. It is called the Azimuth, probably pocket stove or something. You could look it up, Azimuth Stove. And just more ways to cook food there. More Mylar blankets. More Gorilla Tape. More Aqua Tabs. Clean water. Got a lot of those. This thing is pretty cool. I think I did a review on this. I have a couple of this. This is the Luminade. They have newer versions now that are bigger and brighter too, I think. But this has a solar panel on it, and it charges a little battery during the day, and then you have a little light. It's not super bright, but it's nice for inside a tent or just for a little bit of light where you don't want it to be too bright. It's a really cool little thing. I think I have a review. If you want to search my channel for Luminade, you should find it. But it's a cool little light. This is a can opener. Probably seen those old style can openers before. Here is a knife sharpener, another one. Here is more water tabs, unless I picked them up. No, yeah, here's the other bag. I've got a lot of water tabs, but water is very important. Looks like I have another headlamp. This one's just it's got a red light for at night, I guess, and then bright light. And another headlamp's good to have. This one probably uses AA or AAA, which I can recharge. Here's another USB backup battery, so you can charge stuff. Another USB backup battery, so a couple of those. Flashlight. And then this stuff is fire paste, more fire starting stuff. Of course, water and fire are really important if you're out somewhere. So this is just fire paste, basically like a gel. You can squeeze a little out and it will burn. Alright, I think I went through the front pockets there. Let me go to the side pockets. There's a lot of stuff in here. It's going to be interesting to repack all this. Alright, well I got a little umbrella. Not bad to have, I guess. Probably not a necessity, sorry. But I just threw that in there, I guess. Let's keep going on the side here. I had toilet paper in the other bag, but here's one normal big roll. And a larger first aid kit. I had a smaller one in the smaller backpack, but a larger first aid kit here. I'd also recommend going with your first aid kits. I did this. I bought a package of butterfly band-aids and added some to most of my first aid kits. It doesn't look like this one. This one's closed up. But they usually don't add very many butterfly band-aids in there, so it's good to throw a few extras in. Cooking, sterno, fuel cans. Cook anything on there, so you know, slightly heavy. That's why it's in this bag. It's not something I'd bring with all the time if I had to walk. But since it's in this big bag, alright, I'll go get to this stuff. Another good thing to have in a bug-out bag, some multivitamins. You know, you don't know what food you're going to be getting. If you're just eating junk bars and stuff that give you energy but aren't that healthy, you know, it's not bad to have a thing of vitamins in there. I've heard that before, so I went ahead and threw that in. Probably got too much of this stuff. Here we have a little cook set by GSI. It's a spoon and spatula set for cooking, so you can mix or spatula if you're making little somethings, but it's just for cooking. Then we have a couple sets of silverware here. Again, don't really need these because that titanium one's going to last forever. I also got the Light My Fire plastic version. It's the exact same thing as the titanium version, but not as durable probably, you know, probably could break it. But it's the same thing as the one I showed before, wherever it is, I don't see it right now. But nice things, Light My Fire. I think the plastic ones are only like $4. The titanium ones I think are around 12. Storm-proof matches. Some S-beaners. You never know when you might need a beaner. Maybe you need to hang your food from a tree to keep bears away or something, you know. And you got some rope and one of these to use. And then I got another. I obviously have too many silverware items. I can get rid of some of these, because here's another one. This one's kind of cool though. It looks like a little knife, Swiss Army knife, but it's actually a spoon over here, a fork over here, and then there's looks like a bottle can opener there, and then you also have a knife which is in there. So it's a little nice set there, but again I probably have too many different utensils here. Alright, let's see. Alright, it looks like I got all that side. Let's go to this side. Okay, more of this stuff, and this is in the bigger bag. I showed it before, if I can find it, and I don't think I can. Here it is. I showed the Wilderness Wash, and this stuff's great, but I actually prefer this stuff. This stuff is the same Wilderness Wash, but it's with citronella, so it'll keep bugs away. So I kind of like the citronella one because it'll help keep bugs away. The green ones will do that. So I got, if you can wash anything with that, you can even wash your clothes and it'll help keep bugs away. In here, I have some dish soap, I believe, and a little sponge for cleaning. And then this is a little MSR brush. I'm not sure what this is for. Maybe cleaning something. Maybe it's for cleaning up. I don't know what it came with. I'm not sure what it came with, but it's a little MSR brush for something. Alright, let's go through here. Oh golly. Alright, sunscreen. Sunscreen can be important. I had a lot of bug spray, but sunscreen, high SPF. You know, if you got to work outside for a while or you're walking a long ways, you might not want to get really burned. Alright, these things I probably got to replace as well. We have just Crystal Light lemonades. We got a couple flavors, and I'll probably got to replace these. Yeah, April of 16. They're good for another month, some of them. But you know, if you're going to be drinking water, even if you filter and stuff, it might not taste the best. So just some stuff like that other one I showed, that liquid one earlier, just to give yourself some flavor. I also had some coffee tabs in here like this, the instant coffee ones. But they, I checked those recently and they were bad. So I need to get some more of those. Here we have a tent. A tube tent. It's just a little tent. Now I do have a really nice small tent. It's out in the other room. That's only 2 pounds, 2-person tent, super small. I'd probably bring that as well. It's, I forget the brand right now. I should know it. But it's a really nice tent. It's really lightweight, so I'd probably bring that as well. But this you could use for lots of things. Kind of, you could use it like a tarp. You could use it for all types of things. It's basically a big piece of plasticky material that you can use for a few different things. Alright, so until you decide you find water and you want to start filtering everything yourself, I have some of these water, emergency drinking waters. I've actually got a whole case of these in my pantry at my house as well. These things last, oh geez, these things last 5 years, they're supposed to. I would think they could last longer than that really. But I actually have to replace these. These expire in a few months. So it's good that I'm looking through. I'll get some more of these. I don't know if water can really go bad when it's sealed up like this. But if the dates are bad, I'll probably get some new ones. This is a cook set. It's got 2 pans. I've got a cup and a bowl in here. I'm not going to take everything out, but like this little guy, little cup that pops up. And there's also a little mug, and there's a plate, and then there's a couple pans in there. Alright, more fire, miniature fire logs, so got 3 of those. I've actually got a whole box of these too, but I got tons of fire starting stuff. Alright. Looks like I've gone through all the outside pockets. Now we gotta go inside. So, salt and pepper. They're not even out of the packaging. I must have bought them and they're just still in there. But salt and pepper, you know, if you're catching fish or whatever, you might want to season a little bit. Now we got a lot more food. And again, I'm going to be testing these. This one says it's good by August of 18, so it's still good a couple of years. Not a big fan of the egg ones always, but I'm going to be testing a few of these. So more Mountain House there, and I've got a lot more Mountain House. You'll see in a second. Let me get all the Mountain House out of here. Potatoes. This one is 15. That one's no good. Alright, I have long underwear, long shirt, like undershirts. Guess I got a pair of socks in here. Pair of socks. Here is another one. This one is crazy. This is another water filter. Remember I said the Life Straw will do 1,000 liters? This little filter right here, it says will do 100,000 gallons. So that's like a ton. 100,000 gallons, that one would do 1,000 liters. It's a lot of water this thing can filter. So a nice little filter set. More Datrex bars, different color packaging might be different, but these things are supposed to last a while, and you have to look at the dates on these things as well to see if they're still good. Alright, we have some Spam and some little Vienna sausages. You know, quick stuff you can eat. Here's another solar panel that has a little battery on it, so it charges its own little battery, and then you can plug in something USB, another little solar charger. I don't know why I have all these, but a lot of little rags. I must have had some reason for throwing these in there. I can't really think of why I would need so many rags. Probably won't throw all these back in there, probably one or two, but some rags. Here we have powdered milk. So, you know, instead of water, you can have some kind of weird tasting milk. It's not quite as good as regular milk, but you're going to get some nutrition, some calories rather than just water. So a big thing of powdered milk. Let's see what else we got going. Here's a Platypus. This one's a 1 liter again. It looks bigger than the other ones. Just another water container. Here's a little light that charges off USB, so it's a little light that I can, you know, charge off my little chargers and solar. I have one of these in my car too. It's just a nice little light, not super bright, but not expensive either. Survival Seed Vault. I recommend getting either this brand or some other brand, but basically there's about 20 different types of fruits and vegetables and seeds in here. So good to have in case you're, you know, stuck somewhere and you're going to be there for a while. Another Life Straw. Oh, this is, I'm not going to take this out. This is a 6 liter Platypus, kind of that you can carry like a duffel bag. So it's a big water container, 6 liters, and just got that in there. So really big water storage. Some more socks. But since I made this thing years ago, before I really got into wool, these are all cotton items. I'll probably replace these all with wool items. A little trowel. I mean, use it for whatever. Maybe if you're planting stuff, you need it. And then this is, it's a knife, paracord, and flint. So it's another just kind of like knife, paracord, flint thing. And then some hot hands. These again can go bad in a certain amount of time. These say 2015, so I should probably replace these. And then other than that, more Mountain House. And I gotta check the dates on these. Oh, and then I threw more crystal lights in here. I know that the crystal lights have to be replaced. I just had them thrown all up in there. Tons of crystal light for that. And this says it doesn't have a date. That one doesn't have a date. This one doesn't have it. Oh, here's a date. See, this one, 2014. That doesn't make. Maybe that's the. Oh, that's the manufacturing date, I think. Because there's no way this should be bad yet. I just bought it like 3 years ago. Yeah, it says manufactured MFG August 22, 2014. So I'm not sure. I'll have to look up how long they say they last. But there's a manufacturing date on this one instead of a eat by date. These ones, this one says when it was manufactured as well. Some of them are saying though when they're good until. See, this one says best if used by August of 2018. So some of them are saying manufacturing date. Some of them are saying a used by date, which is weird. So I'm going to have to go through, and like I said, I'm probably going to be taste testing some of these and making a video which ones I think are good. To tell you the truth, I've tasted these before. They're awesome. Granola with milk and berries. Great for breakfast, lunch, whatever. Very good. I like this one. So other than that, there's nothing in here. Now I did used to have a collapsible fishing pole in here, and I need to add that back actually, because like I said, I'll probably put food separately now. And I did have a fishing pole in there with a little bit of bait and tackle. I need to get those back in there because you need to be able to fish to catch some food. And then if I was bugging out too, I'd probably bring this guy. You can bring a high power rifle if you want to go crazy, but your ammo is going to be heavy. 22 ammo, you can carry 1,000 rounds, and it'll last you a good long time. And then this little gun is nice and small. And got a little red dot on there. Uses the same batteries, I believe, as the headlights, so I have extra batteries for the red dot. And you know, you could hunt bunnies, you know, little game with it. And it's like a rifle. So it's like a Ruger 1022 rifle, but a small size. It's their Ruger Charger. So I'd bring this along so I could hunt, and also, you know, for self-defense. You never know what situation you're in. 22 is not the best, but it's going to do something. And this thing has pretty big magazines. It comes with a 15, and you can even fit the bigger ones. Any Ruger 1022 magazine will fit. So pretty nice little package there for hunting. And that's basically what I have in all my bug out bags here. So now it's a mess on the bed, which is just fine because I need to repack, like I said, and go through it. But I wanted to show that for you guys, so you can give me some. Sorry, I'm walking off screen so I can get my camera. I wanted to show that for you guys and also for myself. So if you have any suggestions, or if you you know, want to comment anything, let me know down below. Otherwise, we'll see y'all later, and happy camping, happy prepping, whatever it is, and we'll see you later.